Hey there, I'm DPadGamer and Melee is full of glitches. Let me show you what I mean. Here's a bunch of glitches in Super Smash Bros. Melee. So, have you ever wanted to play as Master Hand in Melee? Well, you can do just that with the name entry glitch, as well as some other things. There's two methods of performing this glitch, but the first one requires multiple controllers. You need to have one player's cursor hover over the back button, while the other hovers over the name entry button. You want to press A on both controllers simultaneously, and if done correctly, the game will skip straight to the stage select screen. Pick any stage, and if it loads, you successfully perform the glitch. So the setup surrounding the glitch produces 4 different results, one of which is playing as the Master Hand. Any player that does not select a fighter will spawn in as the Master Hand, but only the controller in slot 3 can control him. There's a bunch of attacks that you can do, all of which are activated with a directional pad and a button. Here's a handy chart. While we're here, let's make Master Hand even more overpowered somehow with the laser glitch. First, the hand must be touched by either a poison or super mushroom. As it returns to normal size, Master Hand must be in the middle of his laser attack. If timed properly, he'll now be shooting freaking laser beams out of his fingers forever. Another result of the name entry glitch is being able to play as a black silhouette of a character. This needs to be a team match with all 4 fighters on the same team. All 4 also have to be the same character. Once you perform the glitch and get into the match, each character will be either normal colored, lighter, darker, or pure black. If you set up the same match as stock instead of time, what you get is a 0-second match. Since there's no enemies to fight, the game immediately considers the match complete and the winners are whoever is present. Oh, and you can play alone, with no opponents, by using a different method for the name entry glitch. Select a fighter and hover over the name entry button. You want to hold down B and press A as the game attempts to go back to the menu. With the right timing, you'll be in the stage select screen. If the match is set to time, you'll now be able to play to your heart's content. Your small, abandoned, friendless heart. Next up is the Boomerang Super Jump, a glitch performed by either Link or Young Link. You need to throw the boomerang and grapple onto a wall or the side of the stage. When the boomerang hits Link, he'll be shot way up into the air. You'll take some damage by being off screen, but otherwise not much happens. The follow-up to that is the Boomerang glitch, this time unique to Link. If you get touched by a poison mushroom as Link is throwing his boomerang, it'll get stuck to his arm. Now, he can't throw it, and it'll stick to him through most of his attacks. This will be fixed if you self-destruct or grapple an enemy. This next one you can do with Ness is called the Yo-Yo glitch, but it involves hitboxes which are normally invisible. Alright, so this glitch uses Ness's up smash, which has 3 parts to its attack, each with its own hitbox. There's the initial reach, the spinning, and then the swing. You want to use the attack and hit an opponent with the initial outreaching part, and then release after charging for just a short moment. If done properly, the swinging hitbox from the attack will remain on the ground, stationary, for some reason. From here, most of the attacks will cause that dropped hitbox to fly to Ness, affecting anything in between. Here's a quick look at everything you can do with this. Ness can also help out in turning Mr. Game & Watch into a missile. His down B, Oil Panic, allows Mr. Game & Watch to absorb 3 levels of energy-based projectiles. Ness's PK Flash is perfect for this. Once full, Mr. Game & Watch can dump the bucket of pure energy onto someone's shield. This shatters shields and sends them into another dimension. If anybody's in the way, they're also dead. Let's look at a very bizarre glitch called the Shrink Glitch, which involves Kirby and Yoshi. First, you need to have Kirby do what he does best, absorbs Yoshi's life essence, and copy his ability. That's pretty simple. Now comes the difficult part. Yoshi needs to be swallowed by the Kirby's egg lay ability, and then immediately break out by rotating the analog stick at about 2/3 the speed of light. You need to do this like really fast. Doing this in training mode with the game slowdown is almost a necessity in my opinion. Also, for your own safety, please wear a glove if you want to try this for yourself. For each successful early breakout from the egg, Yoshi will get a little bit smaller. Here's what it looks like really sped up. Eventually, Yoshi can be as small as a few pixels, but I failed way before that. You see, if you don't escape the egg quick enough, Yoshi will revert to his usual size. Instead of small, we could also go wide. This time we need Kirby and Jigglypuff. Again, Kirby will have to absorb and copy his opponent's ability. Now, I'll be honest. I am not 100% sure why this works or how it works reliably, but this is more or less what you gotta do. Jigglypuff has to charge a rollout on the ground, while Kirby does the same while falling. Both players need to let go at the same moment and collide as Kirby is still barely in the air. If the voodoo ritual is performed properly, Kirby shall slowly become a pink pancake. Much like the Shrink glitch, I was not able to push this one to its limits. Turns out controlling both characters by myself is difficult. Give this one a shot, it's pretty easy to do. In this impromptu quest to help characters achieve their full potential, we're going to give Mewtwo a friend. As Mewtwo, you'll need a red shell and one potential friend. Toss the shell so that it targets Mewtwo and use your side B to reflect it. After 5 times, have your brand new friend drop in front of Mewtwo as he reflects it a 6th time. This will cause him to enter his Broken Shield animation, and now your friend is with you for life. For some strange reason, the second character will be permanently stuck to Mewtwo and can only be parted by death itself. The Ice Climbers have a grab that defies all logic. That's nothing new, I'm just stating the facts. If you grab an opponent with a secondary Ice Climber and then immediately hit them with the side special attack, they'll be frozen. That's it, they're stuck forever. You can smack them, slash them, put them in a stew, they're not going anywhere. The only way to escape this endless hell is to be grabbed by the Ice Climbers again. Next, you'll need a Fire Flower. If Popo is holding it, you want to jump and press Z, which will make Nana hold onto it. Hold A to start using the Fire Flower, and then press down B at the same time. Now, the Fire Flower will produce flame forever, though it's just a visual glitch. When Bowser lands from an air dodge while holding a capsule, his right hand will be huge for just a moment. This works with any item that you can throw with the A button, and it only works with the horizontal air dodge. Air dodging up, down, or diagonal won't work. Now is a collision detection glitch. You need to be Fox or Falco, and perform this on Mario, Luigi, or Dr. Mario. This requires a stage with the center platform, so we will do this on Jungle Japes. Grab and throw it on Mario until eventually he becomes a mime. I do not know why, but he's now stuck inside of a visible box. It's impossible for him to escape on his own, and he can be beaten up until the end of time. The only way to free Mario from the box is to grab him and throw him. Next is the Infinite Super Scope glitch, which as you'd expect lets us shoot the Super Scope infinitely. Here's how you do it. First, press the A button 5 times, which if done properly should shoot out 5 sets of 3 pellets. Next, shoot 2 fully charged shots. If you charge one more shot but get hit before firing it, you'll now have infinite ammo. This is pretty neat, but it's pretty much only important for our last and final glitch. So, are you ready to create a black hole from which nothing can escape? Let me show you the team of physicists that will make this possible. First is Fox and Falco, who both have a PhD in multi-shine dynamics. Next is Ness, who will be operating the Super Scope with his 12 minutes of training. And finally is Peach, who could summon vegetables from under her skirt. You'll want to set the teams up like this. It's possible to perform this on multiple stages, but Hyrule Castle is definitely the easiest. To get this started, perform the previously explained Infinite Super Scope glitch. You want to arrange the scientists in this layout, with Ness behind whoever he is teamed up with, and start shooting. The goal is to get a large amount of projectiles bouncing back and forth forever. This is the matter needed to initiate the black hole. Peach will have to jump every so often to disrupt the pattern or something. All I know is that it is helpful. Eventually, the energy blast will convert into a stream of green and white plasma, I think. Now we're ready for the final ingredient, vegetables. Peach needs to toss a bunch into the stream of energy and keep going until the game almost crashes. Ness or Peach now needs to physically move the humanoid shields because they're currently stuck in place. If all the steps have been followed properly, the black hole should now be free-floating, ready to consume everything that enters it. If not, the vegetables will just fly away. I have no idea why. The following unrated footage of the experiment will truly shock you, or something. I don't know, watch this montage. Thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video because I sure enjoyed using 4 different controllers to record the footage all by myself. It was a doozy. If you enjoyed this video, like the video and maybe share it around if that's what you want to do. Subscribe for more videos from me, and if you're feeling really generous, please consider supporting the channel on Patreon. It really helps out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.